For the fourth straight night, protesters are filling the streets of downtown Austin. On the left side of your screen here, you can see the area around the state capitol where a modest group, a little smaller than what we've seen over the past few days, is gathering. Since Friday night, people have been gathering downtown to protest police brutality after the death of 46-year-old George Floyd in Minneapolis. And some rallied specifically against Austin police after the death of Michael Ramos. He died in April after an APD officer shot him in southeast Austin. But tonight has been much calmer than what we've seen. Just moments ago, police marched with demonstrators from APD headquarters to the Capitol. KVUE's Molly Oak was with them. She joins us now live. What a stark contrast, Molly, and in a very positive way.
And Mike, I want to make sure we don't miss this moment. You see people with their fists raised. DPS troopers have raised their fists alongside of them. I saw at least two when I was up by the gates until I had to pull back here. It's a powerful moment at this night, and this has been a message we've seen throughout the night. We have seen a lot of solidarity and a lot of peace being the message. I want to pull over Michael. I've talked with you a couple of times, Michael. He's one of the protesters here. I'm going to step over to your side, Scott. This is Michael. He's been along with the protests. You said you've been a long time Austinite. You've been through the protests each night. Talk to me about the difference it's been before to tonight.
Well, before, everybody was so angry, and you saw the results of it. You saw the rioting, you know, the vandalisms and everything. But since then, we've all come together, and we talked about that violence is not going to change anything. The only thing that's going to change what we're going through is love and unity. And united we stand, and divided we're going to fall. And it's been nothing but a peaceful protest all day. We've been able to connect with the police and have meaningful conversations with them. We even got DPS officers to raise their hands in unison. And it was such a powerful moment that we actually had people around me in the crowd crying because they were so touched by it, because it's such a beautiful experience that went from running from tear gas and bullets to nothing but love and unity. Police officers coming from behind their own line to kneel with us, to give us hugs, to shake our hands, to hug us and tell us that they understand our pain. It's powerful.
We do want to make sure we're clear. It was the non-lethal beanbag.
Yeah, totally non-lethal. Beanbags, rubber bullets, tear gas, pepper spray.
But walk me through. You were with, when I saw the crowd marching, I noticed two police officers.
Yes.
I was like, hold on, this is different.
Yes.
What was that like for you to march arm in arm?
It was amazing. It was amazing. The fact that they crossed the line and to come join us in unity, to express to them, to us, that they understand, that meant more than anything to the crowd. Just that gesture alone changed the whole attitude of the protest, because for once, everybody finally felt like they were being heard, and it made a difference. We expressed that violence and hate is not going to change anything. That as a community, as Austin, we're going to show the world the example on how to protest peacefully and make changes. And so that's what we're doing. And another thing that we encourage the crowd to do is vote in your local and your state elections. If you don't like what your local and state officials are doing, then you have the power to vote them out of office and put people in who can. That's how you make real change. That's how policies and those things change. We talked to the officers about their experiences and their trainings and the trauma that they go through as well. So it's great that we could all have that dialogue and we could relate to one another.
And Michael, thank you so much for your time. I know you want to get back with your group. I'm going to ask you to just hang out right there for a second while I wrap this up. So Michael just wrapped it up perfectly, though. It has been a peaceful night here, definitely a smaller size than we've seen before, but that message has been a level of respect between officers and protesters. Like Michael was saying, we saw officers linking arms, marching alongside, hugging, handshaking, having conversations. We just saw a couple of DPS troopers raise their fists in unison with the protesters. Now we're hearing more chanting, the no justice, no peace, but overall a peaceful night, a stark difference from what we've been seeing over the weekend, and something that protesters have said they want that peace. Live in downtown Austin, Molly Oak, KVUE News.